Okay, I'd like to call on our worthy Chancellor Greg to please lead us in prayer. I'll stand or kneel. As we pray. Brother Greg, you might have to come up here and do the microphone. Okay. I think this is the only one in town. So.
I was just giving my loud voice. Father, forgive me. An example of your life serve to guide us in our mission and our individual roles as Knights of Columbus. May we be always supportive of our clergy and responsible in building our order. Help us to be ever effective in conceiving and carrying out our activities and services in the church and our community. Blessed Father, forgive me. Pray for us. Amen. Amen.
All right, you will now be seated. No? We're all be seated, please. We're going to do a little award ceremony real quick. What we do with the new combined meeting is council opens up, council does prayer, we'll do chaplain's message if chaplain's here, and then anything that's special, and then we hand it over to the assembly, which will open their meeting and do the pledge of allegiance. So, yeah, sorry about that confusion. Kind of went over last week. There's some guys that weren't here for last month and didn't know that was happening. So at this time, I call Mike Whistle, Ken, if you're here, and Brother Corey. And the two families that are visiting, O'Brien and Ware. You could go ahead and use the microphone. Use this microphone. Welcome. So, yeah.
All right, so we did hold the free throw championship in this January. It was kind of a snowy morning, and didn't know if we were going to have any contestants, but these two families did show up and shot free throws. I don't know. Let's see, Ken had some doer. I wanted to recognize him. I did. Recognize him as helping out in this, and of course he's we got 5 contestants. We had 4 that were best in the district. So we did a district medallion for that. The district medallions go to Charlie. Charlie, 9-year-old boys. There you go. Then Glory O'Brien. Glory is 11-year-old, district winner. Then Megan O'Brien. 12-year-old girl. That's the district. Very wired, 14-year-old. That's the district. There you go. Champion, council champion. A little louder, please, Mike. Oh, I'm sorry. Samuel was the champion, council champion in 12-year-old boy. There we go. Hey. Charlie. Okay, so thank you for competing, and we'll see you next year. You have hopefully have more competitions, so we have to really practice. All right.
Do we have you guys scoot over in front of the banners, please? Oh, true. Ready? Go on your older. Let's take this. All right, ready? Congrats, guys. There you go. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Congrats.
Thank you to the O'Brien and Ware families for participating in the free throw contest and coming tonight. So thank you guys, and good luck next year. There's going to be a lot more competition, so keep practicing. All right, so then the council and district awards for free throw. So they'll move on to state, and they'll be judged and for the whole state, and they'll be awarded at the conference in 2 weeks. So, all right. With that, I am going to suspend the council meeting and hand the gavel over to Brother Joe, our faithful navigator, where we will start the assembly meeting. I think this might sound a little.
All right, y'all hear me pretty well right now? I think initially, what we need to do is pledge of allegiance. All stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing, if you would. The three symbols, emblems of our 4th degree.
Meeting brothers, as we begin our meeting, let's remember the principle of our degree.
Principle of our 4th degree is patriotism, and these are the emblems of our degree. The flag, which represents patriotism, the sword, which represents freedom, and the cross, which represents faith. This is the flag of our country. We love it and shall ever defend it. This is our sword. We shall keep it bright for liberty's sake. And this is the cross of Christ, the exponent of Christian ideals, the conqueror of death, the giver of life. We owe supreme reverence to this sacred symbol, for it was crimsoned with the blood of self-sacrifice.
Thank you. All right, y'all can sit right now. Thank you. Have your seats. All right, I know you've seen the movie, I think it was 1984, but Big Brother is watching. So here's a welcome online, State Deputy Judge Messina, and if you ever give him a warm applause. The previous one had several plans for him for this evening, but he took one for the team and he's online with us. And he's very interested in how this combined council assembly meeting is working, and so he's listening. And so happy to have you, State Deputy Messina. Second person that I need to introduce right away. If he would stand, Corporal Kenneth Kingfield, Fire Marine. He's a transfer in, and was it down yet? And then please just show everyone Derby is service dog, and Derby's a mosquito puppy. you've been in the United for 20 years, the past, Brian, just a little bit of history of what you said.
Okay, I'm originally from, Maryland,
Yeah, I'm from Germantown, Maryland. I lived there for about 30 years. Got out of the Marine Corps in 92 and decided to reside there. And I was with the Lieutenant Council for over 20 years. And pastor at night. Toughest year of my life. Pastor at night. I bring I humbly bring a whole bunch of experience and here to serve.
Is there body control on this? I guess it's loud. Okay. Yeah. All right, same back. But there's more, and so I'm gonna hand the mic to, Brother, Ray Hanson to introduce our new certified.
Nobody's got the mic.
Certification.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, thank you.
Is that okay?
Okay, I will start off, in alphabetical order. The certification was done this past April 6th. Stephen Esparza, which posted. Sir Knight Robert Shaletta. Okay, Sir Knight, excuse me, I should have called you Sir Knight. Apologies. Sir Knight Robert Boke, Dawn Hannah. There's stuff. Sir Knight Bernie Sertan, Jr. Okay, all right. And finally, Sir Knight Chris Wollenberg. McCall. Okay, well, anyway, of those, and I'll probably say this again, right, come around to the council side. Sir Knight Esparza, Sir Knight Hannah, and Sir Knight Chalenda also made their third degree exemplification, the month prior. So they did it all within a calendar month. So congratulations to all of them.
Apparently with speakers, there's feedback, and so the volume is accentuated. Can you put that one? Okay, this is better over here, right? Okay. Just so I like our, new certificates flow and our transfers in is to, get with our, legal person, the growth, to order a new, name badge if it's needed. I think we have a new, certificates to our, assembly already in order, but for especially, our transfers in, we can get those ordered. All right, so, one other person I need to introduce. Past, state deputy, district, I'm sorry, yeah. And the last paper on that board, Pastor and Ray Crochet, he's here from, the, Michael the Archangel Assembly. And he's observing our combined meeting just to give some ideas, see how it works. So, welcome. Yeah. Okay, so We have last month's minutes, oh,
I'd like to make a motion, we dispense with the reading of those minutes, accept them as written, published, and distributed online to the night. Thank you.
there's motion on the floor to dispense with the reading of the minutes last month. All those second, all those in favor? Aye, okay, ayes have it. Okay, next is, a reading of bills and communication, and the coach showed, I put it on the summary, I said minutes out, that we did get, correspondence from those agencies that we donated dollars to from the, for the benefit of veterans back, so we have successfully closed that loop. Okay. Look at my notes. Federal navigator report. You know, I was just thinking, and I'll really keep it real short, about the things that we worry about here. And then for a moment, I thought about the Ukrainian war, what the Israelis under, as far as their conflict, civil unrest, and just a government just doesn't seem to be in step with the needs of the nation and its people. And we're supposed to be apolitical, but to be not to mention the border and crime. And Boise, I'm going to tell you, Boise is no longer the safest area or place that we used to know. And you and your families need to be careful. And you need to have area awareness. So with that, and the reason why I bring it up is that, especially for our prayer warriors, we just need to pray more. And as a fellow knight and as a navigator, I cannot stress that enough that we gotta ask for God's intervention and awakening of those that don't respect that flag. It's just really scary times. But I want you all to know, I sit at a meeting, a breakfast meeting every Wednesday with active and retired law enforcement and correctional officers. I just want you so, it's not what I think I get from TV. It's not what I think I hear on radio. I'm telling you that we live in a great, great valley. We have a great, great community, but you need to exercise a situational awareness. I love you guys, and I want you to be safe, and I want your families to be safe. Okay, with that, most of the council and assembly work is done outside of the meeting that you're here tonight, and I just want to, without specific names, just recognize those knights that are using that term. Step up, step forward, whatever. They do a lot of work behind the scenes that make tonight possible, to where we can give a report out on the successes of our actions and interventions. As far as the assembly, again, as we continue on, we need to focus on community patriotic needs, do a needs assessment, and then a plan of action to address those needs appropriately, given our skill set and resources. And that's what I have as far as that. And then next, the comptroller report and our faithful person report is online, and we're still working through some priorities. But those narratives will be online when you go home tonight. Just FYI, with our 5, we're getting the transfer from McCall here. With our 5, we're possibly up to 148 assembly brothers. And we're approaching 50% blood is being fourth degree. And the only thing I mean by that is that we have brothers that have taken the fourth lesson. And so, congratulations. So, report of the Code Corps. We have been busy. We have done 5 confirmation masses in the last week. And 2 of them were short notice, the one in St. Mary's, and then the one that will be for tomorrow, really short notice as of this morning for Caldwell for confirmation mass. And as I think that we would like to feel sorry for ourselves, the bishop will have 5 down and 25 to go. So I really feel sorry for this. I'm not wonderful bishop, just a down to earth individual. And so Treasure Valley, Knights of Columbus, Code Corps is really working. We've been averaging, except for St. Mary's, we've been averaging 13, 16 Code Corps nights at each of these functions. And the number one praise is it added to the ceremony as being a celebration. With that, all I tell you is the work that we do, sometimes it seems like it's a significant part-time job or additional duty. So I thank you all. And when we need a Code Corps to do something for a special occasion that you learn about, please let me know. And that's the Code Corps commanders. With that, mission reading of applications tonight and
For the paperwork navigator, I do not have any names currently that have submitted for our next go around implementation.
okay. Thank you for the report. And then welfare committee, Samara James. That's the report. Okay. Remember, Brother James is available for prayers and sending cards to those loved ones that need to know that we're thinking about them, we're praying for them. And also at Planned Parenthood, the prayer that you do once a month there. VA hospital and home, Brother Chuck.
Navigator. We have,
I'm good here. As most of you know, that we hold a bingo for the veterans down in the Veterans Hospital every month. Last month we had 9 patients come in and we hand out dollar coins. We also provide refreshments. We're always in need for other nutties to join us. Now, you don't have to be a 4th degree to come down and help out with the VA bingo. The next bingo will be a week from this Saturday from 1 to 3. We're changing the time because it seems to be better for the patients during that time period. We had 9 patients last month, and most of the veterans that we had, even though it was only 9, they almost all needed assistance. Some of the veterans were, they don't hear well, sometimes they don't follow, they don't track as well, so we always need nights to come down and help us out. And I'll also need a check for 125, I think it's already been approved in the early part of this year. So we're kind of running out of a little cash, and like I said, we provide refreshments. So if you're interested in helping out at the VA with bingo, I'll tell you, first of all, how many nights have been down there helping during the course of a couple of years, many times? All right. And there's many more too.
What are you doing, sir?
It's the 4th Saturday of the month from 1 to 3.
27.
the 27th. 94.
Thank you very much. So I went to the VA for appointment, a little ticker. And all the people I should see there is sweet Mary Crane. I don't know if you all know her, but she lost her husband about 2 years ago. But she volunteers, once a week down at the VA, and she's an escort. She takes patients from the front door, to the clinic, and it's easy to get lost in the VA itself. But you should see this wonderful lady. She brings in cookies and cakes, for the staff. And, when you meet, I see this lady, she's pushing a wheelchair with a guy, maybe sometimes twice her size, 3 times her size. A gracious smile, and greets them, takes them to where they need to go, and then informs the veteran patient, "I'll be back for you." And there she is. But what a sweet, sweet lady, just doing the job, helping our veterans. A report of our trustee, John? All right, no report. Again, coming with a report of the comptroller, report of the person, report of our trustee, the verbal report out will be, in June. Let's see, unregistered residents, May 11th, recognition dinner. Well, Jerry, anything to say? We've got tickets here today, for sale for that, a lot of communication, so I won't belabor the point, as our city will get, more information as it is. Okay?
There's so many new members, we've been working on this for like a year. And I just have to say, the past 2 of these that we have done for, couples, it's just been very, very well received. The wives enjoy getting dressed up. We have, mass together, the bishop is coming to say mass for us. There's my arm out, I could just yell better, but anyway, I think we'll have a wonderful evening if you sign up. We've got some wonderful chefs putting together the menu, and the cocktail party is great afterwards. We've got Jake coming in to do the music, and it's just a wonderful night out with your spouse. So I would hope you would show up. And again, this is the one fundraising event we have that doesn't go to charity. It goes for some of our overhead expenses, like our color core rebate program. When someone buys the uniform, they're so expensive now that we do have an approved rebate program for a few bucks off of that. So please jump into this fundraiser. I know a ton of you raised your hands last June when we brought this up. You got it on the calendar. I know the bishop's excited to be there, looking at that schedule of 30 confirmations, and he goes, "I'll be there. I'll be there." So I hope you will too. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you very much. Okay. Next on old business is the 4th degree as exemplification. It was a success. I've risen Christ, and as you know, we have 5 new Surinamese. And I think the 5th one is transferring down from McCall. So a wonderful gentleman. The new fraternal year 2024-25 assembly officers potential candidate selection meeting is going to be held. I'm not quite sure when, but it's important for us to think ahead. It's important for you all that if you'd like to be considered for one of the assembly officer positions, please think about it, pray about it, and kind of give us the opportunity, give you an opportunity to help us lead the council, the assembly for both council and assembly to be successful, in the new fraternal year. So that date, will be announced, but if you are interested, please feel free to email me or talk to me or our faithful captain, Steve Gasson, about that. And then, say, under new, business, we have the National, Eucharistic Pilgrimage. And it's, it's gonna start across the border in, Fruitland. And so Fruitland, Emmett, Boise, and then Preston, the Eucharistic is gonna, process through that area. Now, it's not people walking or that distance, but there are ceremonies for handoffs. So at the, Oregon border, our bishop receives, the Eucharist, and then it travels through Idaho, and then there Preston, it's passed on to another bishop. So with that, there was the expression, from, Sir Mary Chuck Davlin, that we're gonna need help in getting this done by council and assembly members. More information is to come. This is to let you know that on the 27th and the 28th, that we're going to need volunteers. It's not arduous, meaning that difficult work. With the Eucharist, probably walking a mile with a banner, for pole holders, and then color corps, leading that procession and also behind. So more information to come. And with that, any issues that need to be brought up under assembly or concerns at this time? Yes,
The 27th of what month?
I'm sorry.
May.
May.
Memorial Day.
I'm sorry, I said it in my head, but I didn't say it out loud. Sorry, yeah. 27th. And now, turn over, the gavel to Grand Light Dave Sandino. Thank you.
Okay. With that, I now call the council meeting resumed. With that, I call our financial secretary, Brother Darrell, to please do your report.
For the grand night. Gentlemen, we have, 100 or 381 members in our council. Thank you, we're the grand night. We have 381 members on our council. Our goal this year was 15 new members. We have 24. We are at 160% of membership, which is tops in the state. We're tied with one other council at 160% for top percentage in the state. Additionally, we had a fantastic recruitment drive. We had a fantastic recruitment drive in McCall. We went up there for night and nine. Our district deputies, Corey Newell, and our state deputy, George Messina, went up there, and we had a great meeting with our knights up there, a round table, and we did a recruitment drive on Saturday and Sunday. We have 4 members that we signed up. We have a readmission and a transfer. And a number of men that we spoke to were kind of on the fence, but they wouldn't commit that day, but could tell that they were interested at least. One of our touching stories
was our state deputy spoke to a man named Bill Shortley. His wife had just passed away, his wife of 49 years. And he was in grief at the time, and I don't think, probably for that reason, he wasn't able to commit to joining our roundtable and forming our council. But I couldn't think of a better reason why we're doing this. Why are we spending our money, making time, going up there, exemplifying these men, recruiting these men, because they need help. There's men like Bill Shortley, and I'm sure there's some other men up there in the call area that need brotherhood, they need counsel, they need activities to do, they need a way to express their charity to their community up there. And it's underserved. And I'm telling you guys, we are very, very close. We've got seven members. We've got 10 that live up there that are from other councils. We recruited 4. We've got a transfer. We'll bring the priest in. We're right there. We're real close to getting the 20, getting them chartered. So we're looking forward. Christian Wondenberg, we just sent forward to Liberty. He is their coordinator up there, probably will be one of their council officers. He was looking at moving down here when he was unemployed, but now he's fully employed up there, and he's voted to creating a council up there. So I just wanted to bring you up to speed on what we did this last weekend and our activities and call.
Thank you, Roger. Yeah, we started the day Saturday morning, drove up, 2 cars, me and Corey drove up, and Daryl and George, and had a very good meeting with some of the members up there. So, like you said, we have 6 current members. We have, I believe we have 2 ready to be exemplified.
Yes.
And we have another 40 members signed up. They just need to click confirm. So it's very promising to get that number of 20 hopefully soon. So that's what we're doing up there in the call. So currently they're part of our council until they get the 20 members, and then they will proceed to begin their own councils. I'm bringing attention to the whiteboard up here. This is for prayer requests. So if you do have a prayer request, I ask that you write it on the board. Now, the reason why is that we could get immediate prayers out and not have to wait for minutes or you trying to write down the names or whatever personally. They'll be there on the way out tonight, take a picture, and keep them in your prayers. So that's up there for anybody that wants to put a prayer request up there, so please use it. It'll be up there during the social time from now on. So, that's a great time to put them up there. You can do them during the meeting, nobody's gonna call me out for standing up there and doing it, so please feel free, there should be a marker, looks like somebody's already used it, so please do so. All right, with that, I'd like to call for District Deputy or Corey, please give your report.
Good evening, brothers. It's good to see you on this lovely, beautiful Monday afternoon. And I just wanted to start off by commending you with all of your hard work and all the things that this council has done. And I'm just so proud of all you've done in representing yourselves, not only here to your community here, but just how our very message and our very presence has spread all the way out to call. I think the grand night, and I think the team that invited me to attend up there. And I was very privileged to see all the progress that this council has made for growth when it comes to presence in the Long Valley. The goal of this council is to have a presence of a council with the combined parishes of St. Jerome's in Brigham, as well as St. Catherine and Drexel in Cascade, and also Our Lady of the Lake and Call. And I think with those 3, we are going to really be able to make a difference
and take care of not only our clergy that's up there, but also just the community. They're just in in so much need of a Catholic presence when it comes to making a difference with that community. To the population of the Peruvian population up there, as well as just the parish as a whole. I think if we, instead of having the priest come in and looking around saying, well, where are the knights? So the Father Radini who's up there now, I mean, he's just so used to having knights around him, and they just weren't there when he needed to kind of help him make that transition into the parish. So I just really think that we're going to make a difference, and I look forward to that. And being able to spend some time with the state deputies, he wanted to just see with his own eyes exactly how this council works when it comes to recruiting and making a difference. And he thought it was can. And I was proud to show it to him, and proud to just say that our very presence in building relationships is our goal. That's how we get men and their families to want to be on board. So congratulations with that. Just a couple things that I want to share with you. As a district, we make a point to do things together. Unity obviously is one of our principles within the Knights of Columbus. And so as a district, we do 2 faith in action activities that keep us together as the 4 councils. So the 2 activities that we're doing this month are either attending or praying for the state convention. As you well know, the state convention is this month. It'll be the 26th, 27th, 28th in Moscow. And you have your delegates. Congratulations on getting them done, credentialed, and sent out there, as well as your alternate, Daryl, and I'll be attending as well. And it's important that you send your message of what you want communicated or what you want shared with the city council. If there's something that you want to learn about, or something you want to present, or maybe you have some extra things that you would like to present at the state convention, this is your opportunity. A lot of different subjects, a lot of different reports, a lot of things to come up at the state convention, and this is your time to be able to send that information with your delegates so that they can go up and represent you in this council for anything you would like to have discussed or shared or expound upon. Also, as your district deputy, I will be there. I'll be there representing your council, also this district, and so anything that you would like me to address, either on the state level or on the Supreme level, we will have a Supreme representative there. I will be happy to share that with them on your behalf. So, but in the meantime, I'm asking you as a council to please be praying for the state convention if you aren't a delegate or if you won't be attending. Because as you well know, the state, just like yourselves, need prayers, and the convention will need your prayers as well. Because we're going to be doing a lot of moving this year. There's going to be a lot of moving parts when it comes to the members of the state council. The state deputy will be stepping into his role as immediate state deputy, and that causes everything else to shift. So please be praying that our next positions elected will be filled with worthy men and those who wish to make a difference in their positions. The other activity that we're going to be doing is called Sacramental Gifts. Sacramental Gifts is an opportunity for us as the council, as Knights of Columbus, to recognize someone who has gone through a specific sacrament within our church. So say when somebody made their first communion, maybe they made their first reconciliation, maybe they just came out of our CIA, or even confirmations coming up. Well, I'm sure it was already here with this parish, but I'm pleased to be a confirmation sponsor of my young man this coming Friday in Nampa. So as the Faith in Action activity is called Sacramental Gifts, and what you do is you just give them a reminder, something that helps them to remember their sacramental day. A gift of some kind, either maybe you'll give them a crucifix, a Bible, something to help them remember that sacrament. So those are the 2 activities that we're doing as a council and as a district for this official month. Something else I want to congratulate you on. I just learned today, I just called your final numbers, and your council is the first council in our district to win star. Congratulations. What the star council is made up of 3 different awards. Once you have to be safe environment compliant, and then you have to submit all your forms to make sure that they're all current with that. Your council is the first in the district to have all of that achieved. We're going to be Columbia Award, we're doing at least 16 different, at least 16 different, events, activities, and programs underneath the 4 pillars of everything, community, and faith. And having a hearing for that things for your community director, who I think stands tall when he comes all the way with the pillars and shows the last time we're going to get done. And so that's, I congratulate you for that. So you want to come up with second thing is the founders award. The founders award is done by attending at least 2 federal benefit rights with at least 14 men. And you have achieved that as well. And the final thing is your quota. Your quota is assigned to you, which is just the benchmark. It's just the last one, it's the weightage to shoot for. Basically, what that number was is 15. And you have surpassed that. And so what I am challenging you to do is there are 3 months left, April, May, June, when it comes to this virtual year. I am challenging this council to recruit to go beyond that 24 and recruit 6 more men, and I want you to win double star. Double star is everything that I just mentioned, but instead of just achieving your membership quota, I want you to double that. I will help you do it. I will help you to recruit. I will help you to make yourself more present, because a double star is it's a little more difficult, but it's not impossible, especially for this council. And I'm more than happy to help you do it. So I want to tell you what relations to that. I also want to congratulate you on running on the Supreme Incentives, which was you recruited a sufficient number of men by the end of March, and your council wanted the banner. So this banner will help you to recruit more families and men. We don't have this example over here tonight, but it stands at least as tall as I am. And it just basically advertises your council's name, and that we're always looking to make this opportunity available to men and their families to reach out and make a difference. So I congratulate you on recruiting to achieve that as well. So would you like to have more time and questions for me? Thank you for your time. You have any answers?
Thank you, Brother Corey. All right. I'm going to talk a little bit about the report of life committee. There are 2 things coming up that we need to discuss, or that I need to let you know kind of what's going on. Number 1 is the Divine Mercy. We hold the Divine Mercy with 40 Days for Life. It's usually the Rosary at 9:30. And then followed by the Divine Mercy, which is sponsored by our council. The head of our life committee, Brother Joe, has been going and doing this for at least the past year, pretty much by himself. So I made the decision to suspend praying in front of Planned Parenthood or Divine Mercy at this point. If you feel that you want to continue, please see me or Joe after the meeting. If we have enough brothers that want to go down there and do this, we will continue. But there's only been a few occasions over the past year, like I said, where there's only been 1 other person with Joe out there praying. So again, if you are interested and you want to keep this going, which is a good cause, please see us after the meeting. The second thing is our baby bottles. Normally we hand out baby bottles at the week before Mother's Day. That's just usually the same weekend as our pancake breakfast. And then we collect the following weekend after Masses on Mother's Day. That will not happen this year. I was called by the office and said that we will not be able to do that fundraiser during May. They suggested that we do it in June for Father's Day. So we hand out bottles the weekend before Father's Day and collect on Father's Day. So just wanted to let you know, those are the 2 reports of the light committee that we have right now. It, I don't want to get into the reasons why we can't do it, because really it just, we don't need to. If you want to see me afterwards, come see me afterwards, and I can just slowly deal with that. So, with that, we will move on to report of the membership. Brother Ray, can you come up here, please? All right, let me have Brother Ray get these out. Now these are for new members, from the council. So these are new third degree members. And I'm gonna have in hands, I think we have 3 of them here tonight. So, you want to stand over the podium and talk? Okay, with the following please report, front and center please. Brother Wasabi, makes a forward. Person. Next is Sean Paul Cianecki. Dr. Austin. Brother Tony Pfeiffer. Yes. Brother Stephen Esparza. And last but not least. You want to get a picture? Oh, sure. Did you get the, we could just do it right there. In 1 second, or now. Yeah, that works. One, two. All right. And also Brother Paul Rasmussen. I think Daryl's in the, we don't have those yet. So that's all we have for tonight. So congratulations, Stephen. Okay, as I may have mentioned earlier, during the 4th degree portion, there's a number of brothers that also made their 3rd degree exemplification back in March. That's March the 21st. And those brothers are Stephen Esparza, also Don Hannah, and Paul Rasmussen, who's not here, as well as Robert Chalenda. So those 4 brothers made their exemplifications to the 3rd degrees back in March. Now, this week, as a matter of fact, we're having another ceremony on the 18th, this coming Thursday. Currently, we have no one who's RSVP. That's not to say they won't RSVP in the last 24 hours or even less than that. So it can still happen, but right now we don't know anyone. Also, Grand Knight Brady Orgy may find some brothers from St. Mark's to bring as well. So it could happen, but right now it's questionable. So I could have our worthy Grand Knight put that out to membership when I find out who we have coming. It'd be really great to have some brothers come and support those new knights as they make their exemplification. Anyway, that's all I have. All right, that brings us to the report of the community committee, Brother Fred. I'll bring you away. You're okay. Hold on.
Thank you for bringing that.
you guys hear me? Okay, a couple things, points, that we're gonna go over. One is Corpus Christi House. So as you know, recently we had a cinnamon roll, event and, for the benefit of Corpus Christi House, I took the check down and hand delivered it to the director. They're very appreciative of the support for, of the Knights. And so wanted to pass on, that gratitude to you. So strong work on that, gentlemen. Thank you. And that money was quickly put to use. They needed a new stove, because their stove was going out. And kudos to, brother, Bud Medeiros and, Ed Shaw for arranging and, getting a, stove on a new stove that was, discounted, and, they were helped to, arrange installation of it. So, and that was done within days, and so they were pretty impressed with that. So, so your money, or the money we raised, went to already, effective change down at Corpus Christi House. So again, thank you, and kudos to those brothers. One of the things, that we're obviously continuing to do deliveries down there, and again, open invitation if you want to do a ride along, if you've never been down there. Welcome for you to sign up with us. We can help get you down there so you can see what it's all about. I've talked with the director. We talked about trying to focus a little bit on some of the nutrition for the guests at Corpus Christi House. So I don't know if you've seen it in the bulletin or the e-bulletin that goes out, but we've asked for some vitamin supplements, things like emergency and some protein supplements, things that don't spoil, and we're gonna see if that, what we get from the parish and how that will turn out. But I think that will be, hopefully that will be a positive change for their nutrition down there. You can imagine being homeless, you probably don't have the best of access to Albertson for Fred Meyer, et cetera. Last thing on Corpus Christi House is that on May 22nd, put that on your calendars, we're having the barbecue, one of the spring barbecue is happening. That's a lunchtime type of thing. Sign-ups, if they're not online yet, they will be. So I encourage you to, that's a, you know, it's a Wednesday or a Thursday. But go ahead and sign up, and even if it's sign up to the full, I encourage people to come down just to show support and interact with the guests and show that we are think of them and you're there to support them and trying to do what we can for them. That is concludes Corpus Christi House. If you again want to be a driver or do a ride along, you can see me, Greg, or Brianna Pedshaw wants to say something.
Regarding Corpus Christi House, Saturday morning, Bud Medeiros and myself took down 6 computer tables, 2 round tables, a conference table out of their computer room. They're upgrading their computer desks. Bud Medeiros has them now safe and secured in his locker out the Star. But the very nice computer desks and tables would be ideal for a call center or any new business being created. So if any brother here knows somebody might be interested in very nice modern style by computer tables, I'd like to know about it. Because if we can sell them, we take the proceeds, put it back to Corpus Christi House. So we're just doing this independently.
Thank you. So basically, if there's something that you want to be involved in, we can help facilitate that for you. So that's a great example. Thanks, Ed, for, informing us and, on that. So see Ed afterwards if you have any, ability to find, buyer for those tables, from depth. Moving on to the, St. Ignatius. If, you of course know that we did the scholarship. That is an ongoing type of thing, so if you feel like you got your taxes back, and you're like, woo-hoo, I don't know what to do with this money. I have a suggestion for you. So, but it is ongoing, so, that's one of the things we wanted to do is make this a, well, as eternal as humans can make something, but, if this will keep going and growing and with contributions, it will grow faster and help more kids. So, so if you did contribute, I know that, obviously you guys probably know that, so that's not a secret, but, my check got cash. So if you contributed and your check did not get cash, it should have been cash by now. So if it didn't, please see me and we will talk. About what happened to your check, but everyone should have their check, cash. So it should have cleared your bank or financial institution. The second thing is, I have not received a letter for the, acknowledging that or a tax letter. So, if you're concerned that you haven't gotten yours yet, I don't think they have gone on yet. So I will reach out to Mary Adcox and find out when that will happen, but they're not out yet. So if you have any other questions about the logistics of that, let me know. We did raise over $16,000. So, kudos to General Stone. I really appreciate that. And so does the school. Other things on that is that, last year we did at the Mother's Day pancake breakfast. We worked with St. Ignatius to have some of the students create some Mother's Day cards, and we're going to do that again this year. Brother Jace Fork and Brother it comes to me just like anyway. They're working with our teacher, and we're gonna do that again this year. Jeff Bank, yeah, Brother Jeff Bank. And any leftover cards, what I did last year with them is took them to like, I think it was Stanton Healthcare for mothers to be, or recent mothers, and they really appreciate it. So it's kind of a double whammy benefit on that. And so that will occur on the pancake breakfast day, which is May 5th, 6th. May 5th, says the boss man. Thank you. What I say is we are going to have a community meeting on Wednesday, May 1st at 6:15. That is also online. You do not have to be part of a formal member of the committee to show up. Encourage you to come and share your ideas, or just come and listen and see if there's anything that you might be interested in participating in. If you have an idea to develop, we would love to hear from you on that. So that's on Wednesday, May 1st, so coming up. That is going to be, if you don't know, there's a library in Meridian. It is just over by Windcove. Does anybody know where that library is? Yeah, we have some readers out there. Yeah, it's a cool facility and have meeting rooms. So I thought it'd be great to get one of those and try it out. Any other questions about that? If not, I am trying to find a date to set up for the Chinden cleanup that is not yet gelled, so stand by on that. And we also did a blood drive, or Joe did a blood drive, and so he's going to report about that. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Where do you Well, excuse me. We collected, 61, good units of blood. And, the way that they figured it out, I had the requirement to get 74 donors registered. And as a result with that, we had, despite 12 no-shows, we had walk-ins and we had Brother Knights, actually give their blood. And so we were able to make it up to 61, one unit over gold. And so we continue becoming a premier partner. So we're on the way to hopefully a 5th year doing that. And it was really very successful. We had 9 Brother Knight volunteers. They either gave blood and volunteered or volunteered, and it's really a good interaction with the donors. We have a really good process. They're afraid of the Red Cross people of Joe Cardona because I hold them accountable that we're here to work and we need to work and be timely. And yes, they need to have their lunch breaks and whatever. But I'll tell you, our nights and our people that are running the registration, we get it going real quick. Someone comes in, lets them the rapid pass, then we sit with them, get it done. And so the best view of our meeting area is that the chairs are empty. And that's what you want because the donors are moving along and getting taken care of. So, very successful, 61 units. What should that mean to you? 183 lives saved. That's what we did. And thank you for the covering, nourishment. And I do, take care of the Red Cross people, which make them more loyal to us and most of them do enjoy coming to work here. The supervisors are a little nervous, but that's okay. That keeps us straight. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Joe. That's truly an accomplishment.
Brother Joe, can you tell us how many blood drives do we do here and when is the next time?
We do, we went from 2 blood drives a year to 4 now, about 4 years. And so the next blood drive is 6th July. And so the way that I arranged it was we have 2 on a Monday and we have 2 on a Saturday. And the value of the Saturday is that the local people like to take advantage of it because if you want to give blood and you're in the habit of giving blood, it's really hard parking downtown to give it at the main center. And people enjoy giving blood here because it's so convenient and well run by us. So, yeah. So, answer your question, 4 blood drives and 6th July. The next blood drive is Saturday.
Thank you, Brother Joe. Truly amazing. So, thank you. All right. That brings us to our worthy insurance agent, Brother Andrew. So I come up and talk a little bit, introduce yourself to the new members.
Gentlemen, good to see you again. Yeah, for those who have not met me yet, I'm Andrew, leading for serving the council. Just a couple of things. I've got a couple of handles there. Some of the guys went to a fraternal benefit event last week, I think it was, and as a lot spoke to the CCA. So there's a couple of things there. Be able to take one if you want one. Anyone wants to meet with me, I'll be here on screen. I've got business card, let me know. You guys together and talk about things. Thank you. What are you doing?
Thank you. Yeah, like I said, we did have a little meeting here, and 10 guys showed up and helped us make our Founder Star Award. So, yeah, good job, guys. Thank you for coming for all this. That brings us to our agenda topics. So first agenda topic tonight is the Seminole event, April 19th through the 21st, starting this Friday night. Brother Dennis, if you want to talk about that and maybe the upcoming pancake breakfast a little bit. I don't know if this mic is going to work too well back here with all these.
Let's stand in the corner.
Thank you, Brother Granite. Like I said, we have our last and final of the season, cinnamon roll coming up. The sign up is on the website. There's a few spots open and encourage any of you to have it tried. We have a lot of fun, get it done quick. And this one is for the St. John Vinny Priest Retirement Home. And so we'd like to see raise as much money as we can for those gentlemen. In addition to that, on May 5, we have got our pre-Mother's Day breakfast, pancake breakfast. It's the week before Mother's Day, so all of us can still participate and spend time with our mothers and our spouses. That was the intent of it. And we're going to be doing a similar thing. We encourage all, again, it's the last event of the calendar year. We won't have anything going again until September, so give you an opportunity to get participate in that. That sign-up sheet is not on, but I'll get with Dave and this for the pancake breakfast. We will be doing like brother clients, Fred said that we would be handing out the cards. In addition to that, we're going to have the flowers and the Holy Mary Mother of God presentation that we did last year, along with free rosaries and rosary books to go with it. Questions? Where did you guys come out? We have a lot of fun.
Thank you very much. All right, real quick, I know that I put down the website update, so I think we're going to pass a little bit, but just for your information, this will be the last Zoom meeting. It will be canceled May 1st. So we will be moving online to YouTube, and we're working on that right now, so hopefully in the next 30, well, I guess it'd be 15 days out, for the next meeting. We'll have that set up. And I'll keep you guys informed. Dave, do you have anything else to add to that, or? No. Okay. All right. With that, I'm gonna move on to, well, we've already covered the baby bottles. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about the upcoming budget. It's budget time, so we're putting together a budget. We need Daryl, Bruce, the trustees, and a few others. I asked all the program directors, anybody who's running a ministry or an event, something like that, that isn't a normal event that we do, to please come and see me with your needs for the July to June 2024-25 budget year. Fred will talk a little bit in depth about community and stuff like that, but any other program directors that feel that they need to add something to the budget or need some money, come see me, and we'll talk about it and see what we can do. Budget will be presented either July or August, typically. If we have it all nailed down and put together, bring it to council and take a vote on it. So keep that in mind as coming up. Also, we will have officer elections in June. If you are planning or would like to be an officer nominee, come see me, or come see Daryl. Between now and probably end of May. We plan on doing it, like I said, in June, so we'd like to have all nominations by June. All right. I did want to talk a little bit about the Eucharistic procession. We talked about it a little bit in the assembly meeting. It is coming through, and I had a conversation with our worthy state deputy, and he would like to see a high number of nights along this procession in front of St. John's. So I'm not exactly sure what park it is starting at, but he'd like to see nights shoulder to shoulder with their family members all the way to St. John's. And it will be a 1 mile procession. So I know Colin Card Color, we send out that information on where and when and, all that stuff. So keep that in mind. It's coming up on May 27th, May 27th. So keep that in mind, all right? Let's see, the ground table. Okay, oh, that's it for the agenda. All right, so let's move on to. I got mixed up here. All right, that brings us to the good of the order. If there's voters.
Very, very nice. With the change in fundraising activities during May, did we say it makes just bingo night on or off?
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, you know, that,
Would you know about?
if it's on.
Yeah, maybe on, and I talked to Steve, gosh, it had to be maybe 2 weeks ago. And he seemed to think that it'd be proceeding, so, anything else? There is a sock hop, I think, sorry, I skipped in there, I have it on my list. So Ken or Ray, if you want to come up and talk a little bit about the sock hop. Sock hop will be coming out June 1st. Tickets are on sale tonight. I sent out an email to bring some cash tonight for that. Another, Ken?
Thank you, that's my talk. 6 months ago, Rich says, I had a stock hop. We're now at the point, 6 months later, where we're able to sell tickets. When I mentioned, the tickets are on sale tonight. June 1st is the event. Tickets are $20 each. If I could have a show of hands from people, there's going to be 2 show of hands. So the first one is how many people would be attending the stock hop? Raise your hand, please. The second thing, for those guys that are planning to attend the sock hop, we're planning on having food there, sock hop type food, hot dogs, maybe hamburgers, shakes, that type of thing. How many of you would actually participate at that time with that, having that meal, the dance? 1, 2, where's mine? 2, 3, 4. So most people that are attending will be planning on eating there. Okay, so Daryl has the tickets. Give him $20 for each ticket, and he'll give you a ticket. Anything else on that, Daryl? Great, thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Brother Ken. So please see Daryl and get those tickets, all right? All right, now let's move on to the good of the order. Is there anything for the good of the order?
Pretty very nice.
Brother Ed?
I was wondering if you want to comment on the, Salt and Light golf outing coming up?
Yeah, I'm not involved with that at all. I'm just involved in the same point, the nice ones,
So,
We have a message from Brother George Messina about the Eucharistic procession. He says May 28th at Memorial Park, then to St. John's Cathedral.
okay, what time? All right, so our Superior State Deputy said that it would be May 28th. From which park?
Memorial Park?
Memorial Park is where the procession will begin, and it'll end up in St. John's, and we'll be sending out more information on the route, and basically from Oregon all the way through Idaho. So that's the one that we're expected to cover here in St. John's. So keep that in mind, and we will definitely be sending that out to you.
Do you have a time for that event?
We'll get all that. Yeah, we'll get that information, when we send out the email the next week. Yeah.
It's more than a month away.
Yeah, it's a little more than a month, so.
Brother George says gather around 5 p.m.
Sounds like we're gathering around 5 p.m. at Memorial Park in Boise. All right. All right, anything else for the good of the order? Brother Greg, go ahead.
As with Chancellor, I'd like to make a push, to all the brothers here. On our calendar, we have the first weekend of the month, where for our colors will go to mass. And I'm kind of observing how many brothers are out there wearing the colors on the first Saturday or Sunday. Not very many. We have blue shirts, Tom, you don't want that blue shirt, too. You wear a blue shirt, belongs to the blue shirt. We got these shirts, red shirts. Be nice to see more nights show up with the shirts, especially on that first weekend of the month.
Greg, I just have a question. Will it be okay for the 4th-degree brothers to wear the uniform but without the needed pieces?
The question is, in the 4th-degree, wear suits without the,
Yes, what they call the new regalia, I like to refer to as the new service dress. You can wear that at any time, preferably an appropriate, occasion, but you can wear that anytime. The service ball dress is only worn when you're actually performing color court duties or with our all nights mass on the altar, so, yes.
Thank you. Any other questions? Thank you, Brother.
Thank you, Brother Greg. All right, is there anything else for the good of the order? All right. Sorry.
We have the fourth.
Oh, we have the board, yes.
So again, this is to save time, to eliminate downtime from one person to another deciding they want to voice a prayer request, that when you enter in, this board will always be available. And as you enter in, you put the name of the person you want prayers for, the relationship to you, and then the reason why for the prayers. So with our guest here, Ray Crochet, he comes from St. Mark's, and lower spine rebuilt and recovery. And Brother Ray's having surgery, and he needs our prayers for that surgery, a good clinical outcome, and a good clinical recovery phase. And then our faithful captain, Steve Gaston, Claire, his wife, she had surgery for a shoulder repair, and it didn't go well. And so they closed up, and so now she's having to recover from that surgery that was unsuccessful. And then maybe again, if I understand correctly, in 4 to 6 months to go back and reattempt that. And like any patient, you know, the level of apprehension is going to be even greater. And so, if again, you know, it's not only for Claire, but it's also for Brother Steve as he takes care of her. It's for that team, both of them need prayers as she recovers from this unsuccessful surgery and then prepares for a following surgery later on. All right. Any questions about the board? I think it will help us save time. Okay, thank you.
All right, yeah, to take a snapshot on the way out, a little reminder. I'm going to ask our worthy chancellor to please come up. If we could all please stand or kneel, we'll close in prayer.
brothers, tonight I'd like to pray, one our Father, one in Mary, and the glory be. For the prayers that were requested last month, there was about 8 of them on the sheet. And so these would be prayers of thanksgiving, because I think many of these prayers were answered. And then also for the prayers of the 2 folks that we have up on the list tonight. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for the sinners now and at the hour of our death.
Amen.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. That was the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, the world of God. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
And with that, I call this meeting closed. No more than that.
That's the chair.